Hey, can the Winnipeg Jets win the 2019 Stanley Cup? Now, there's one thing in our favour, and that's cap space. Now, that may not last forever, but you've got to look at the players that are on the board. There's more defensemen than forwards on the board because I remembered more defensemen. I'm tired. I'm hungover. But the key forwards I've outlined is Blake Wheeler, Mark Scheifele, Patrick Laine, Kyle Connor, Brian Little, Nikolai Ehlers. The ones I've underlined is where most of your scoring is coming from. That's your primary scorers. That's your primary forwards. Kyle Connor had a brilliant season. Look for him to continue his growth and development. I think his ceiling could be very, very high. Patrick Laine narrowly missing out on the Rocket Richard Trophy. He also showed he had more upside than just pure goal scoring to his game. He did have a lot of assists as well. He's actually scored more points than Austin Matthews in the 2 years that they've both been playing in the NHL. So that's something, if you want to compare the two, he's actually got more points. And he's played more games. And he's got further in the playoffs. So when people are saying Austin Matthews is better, look at Patrick Laine's stats. Mark Scheifele. Yeah, he had that dislocated shoulder, and that was really unfortunate. But when he has been fit, my God, the guy is an absolute machine. He brings other players into play. He scores crucial goals at crucial times. He is a big game player. Blake Wheeler really led by example. Now, he's on the second half of his career now, but he's a damn good leader. He's great to have around the younger players, and Mark Scheifele, I think, will replace him as captain one day. All these players have very, very good seasons. Brian Little signed a long-term contract. He's going to retire a Jet. I can't see anyone else wanting to touch that contract. Nikolai Ehlers, yeah, he's pretty good secondary scoring. He can support the guys around him. And then look at the defensive core. Now, this cap space is going to be eaten by Jacob Trouba if he signs. But Dustin Byfuglien, Stanley Cup winner with the Blackhawks, absolute machine. He's also in the top 5 for defensive point scoring in the last 5 years. He has got a lot of points in the last 5 years. He's had a bit of a slower year this year, but come the end of the season, run into the playoffs and in the playoffs, absolute animal as usual. Tyler Myers was fit all last year. He's showing a bit more upside. Injuries have plagued him, but keep him fit, keep him confident. Important. Trouba is a big elephant in the room currently with the roster because of his arbitration rights. He's decided to go to arbitration. There's been issues with contract negotiations before. That could be trade bait. Sharon, decent solid guy. Pullman, when he's played, solid. Kulikov, if he can stay fit, really, really handy. And re-signing Morrow. Cheveldale, you're a genius. Connor Hellebuck, obviously, key in goal. The issue with Hellebuck, there isn't really any backup to him. So if he does go down with an injury or he's unwell at any point, that's where I have some concerns. But there are 1 or 2 goaltenders floating around. It's whether you can pick them up. Now, when I say cap space, if Jacob Trouba doesn't want to resign or is traded, Erik Karlsson. Now, there's a rumour going around that Tampa Bay and the New York Rangers are also involved in a 3-way trade, but that's suddenly just, they've all pulled back for some reason. Ottawa would prefer if he went to a Western Conference team. Now, the Jets play in the Western Conference, and Erik Karlsson, you imagine adding him to that lineup. It's like having a fourth forward on the ice. It really is. And the way he plays, he brings so many other players into play. So, watch to see where he goes. Because I wouldn't be surprised if, when he gets moved, other players become available as part of that trade-off. It's going to take more than 2 teams to trade Karlsson. The Senators are going to have a 2, 3, 4-way, maybe 5-way trade to get Karlsson moved. Because Bobby Ryan's got to go with him. That's the problem. Bobby Ryan has gone like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Karlsson does get moved with Bobby Ryan. There's more than just 3 teams involved. And whoever the pieces they have to move out, there's going to be some pieces available that we could pick up. We've been very, very quiet in this free agency period. We haven't gone for the big names. We haven't really overreached ourselves. So with this Erik Karlsson's pending trade, alleged pending trade, there could be other pieces coming into play that other teams are going to have to free up and release to try and make space for him. And that could start a domino effect. I think John Tavares was a free agency, but Erik Karlsson could start a domino effect. But then you've got to look at the Duchesne trade. That took a year in the making. And it hasn't really worked out for any of the parties involved, really. I mean, yeah, Colorado made the playoffs. Ottawa missed. But to move Carlson. Other pieces and other teams are going to have to move. That could start a massive trade frenzy. Could. Unlikely, but it could. So while that name is on the block, things could still get added to this blue line. Things could still get added to this forward group. Losing out on Paul Stasny was a kick in the teeth. So there is space in that forward line for that key first, second liner who can score 30, 40 goals in a season and be good backup for your main players. I think we need one more forward, maybe two. Defensively, I think we've actually got a good core now, but you can always add another defenseman. We need a decent backup. We need to sign, I think, 4 players who are NHL ready or NHL proven, and then definitely 100% playoff team. But on saying that, 8 new teams made the playoffs this year that weren't in it last year, and 8 teams that were in the playoffs missed out. So you got a 50% turnover in playoff teams. Now, the way we finished in the conference final, I think we ran out of ideas against the Golden Knights, not out of steam. I think Vegas just tactically got it right. That's not to say that if we play that series again, it wouldn't end 4-1 the other way or wouldn't go to 7. It just so happened that Vegas had got that momentum going. They had that togetherness. And whether we were a little bit tired or just ran out of ideas and needed to tactically up our game or just run out of steam, whatever it may have been, you play that series again, it may go to 7 games. You play it 100 times, it ends 4-1 the other way or goes to 7. So I don't think we're that far off taking that next step, but we are definitely in the playoff mix. Can we go and win it? I think any of the 16 teams that make the playoffs can go and win the Stanley Cup. Half the league could win the Stanley Cup at the beginning of any season. In fact, beginning of any season, doesn't matter how good or bad your team is, you want to try and get the cup. And last season proved how unpredictable it was. I'm not going to say yes, but I wouldn't say no. The core that is there is good. One elephant in the room is Jacob Trouba. What happens with him? If we have issues with the negotiations where it drags again like it did last time, and he's still rumored to be trade bait, it's like a 3rd time round that there's rumours of trade. The thing is, he wasn't crucial to the team this year, in the sense that he could have been. Other defensemen stepped up. He had a few injuries. He wasn't as crucial as in other campaigns. So other defensemen had to step up. And Tyler Myers staying fully fit, I think, was part of that. So he could be trade bait, and that's where the Carlson thing comes in. Big name player on the trade block. Big name player on the trade block. We could see something, but the cap space is crucial because he could eat into that. If he does go, he doesn't eat into it. There you go. Anyway, I'll leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.